All right. Let's see. We got audio. We got video. Let's see. Welcome back to the live. So if you are watching the replay, this is part 2 of me making an attempt to put together this kind of like a DIY kit. Just kind of fast forward to where we are. This is how far we're able to get in part 1. It took me about an hour and a half to get these components installed, primarily because I have no idea how to solder, and that was literally my first time dabbling with that. So that slowed me down a little bit, but I feel more confident, and I think I'm doing a better job than when I started. So I'm really hoping I'll be able to finish this in 1 hour. Earlier, we had a lot of things didn't go well, unfortunately. It looks like one of my this camera, the close-up was very laggy, but the audio worked well. So continue to give me comments. Let me know how the audio and video is. So if I need to make any adjustments, I will try. It's my first time doing this, so we will see. So thanks for hanging in there with me. Just a reminder, if you do want to get this kit, it comes with everything you need. The only thing I'll suggest getting is to get these pins. So when you're trying to do your soldering, you can have these boards elevated from the ground so the heat will not transfer into the board. And then secondly, we need some rubber bands. So when you're trying to, for example, solder the main motherboard, this is not going to move around and you can secure it with rubber band. And that's pretty much it. So looks like, let's see where we stopped last time. In the last video was we installed the RGB light right here. So this is my soldering iron. By the way, you can power this with any USB power bank. It only needs a 5-volt. So I just use a regular power bank to go ahead power my soldering iron. So let's see. This is turned on. On the side, you won't see it's off screen. I have my iPad here, and I'm following the instruction of what I need to do. I'm not going to necessarily regurgitate that. I just want you guys to watch my experience and process going through this, but I will put a link in the replay down in the description. So okay, so let's see. After the RGB light, what do we need to install? So this is the buzzer. Looks like we need to install. Okay. Okay, so you have plus and minus underneath, and we're going to have to match that against what's on the board. Just burned myself. Give me a second. All right. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I think I'm going to have some bad blister. Where is it? There you go, right here. Anyways, so be careful. Obviously, this is super hot. So we're installing the buzzer. How would that hurt? All right, so plus to plus and minus to minus. There you go. Now this by itself is kind of like holding the board away from, oh, that hurt. away from the table, so we'll be fine when we're soldering this. Smells like skin, my burnt skin. There we go. All right. All right. All right, so what do we do next? These are the capacitors. So we have two of them right here, and they have a long leg and a short leg. So let's see. Hold on, which one's lot? Which one's plus?
Here we can see we have a long and short leg. The long leg should align with the white positive sign on the PCB. We can also see a pattern on the capacitor.
So the long leg is the positive sign.
This pattern should be facing towards you when you fit the capacitor. You can see that the longest leg goes into the furthest hole to you, and the shortest leg goes into the closest hole to you, with the pattern facing towards you. Once more, we can see that same pattern on the capacitor above the shortest leg. This pattern should be facing towards you.
All right, so basically just instructing you so you don't do reverse polarities by mistake. So those are all done. You need to have these flushed. Why am I out of focus? There we go. All right, and then we do the usual. We're gonna do the bendy and then finish soldering and then cutting it. I want to make sure I won't burn myself again. Music. Oh, come on. All right, so next we have another capacitor. Let's see, where does this one go? Right below. Okay. Does this one have a plus and minus sign? Looks like it doesn't. Let me double check. No, it looks like this is just straightforward. Okay. Let's drop it right here.
Fitting and soldering the bit.
So it looks like this doesn't have any different orientation for putting it on.
They don't play so long. You still bend two of the pins to ensure that the dip is properly connected and secure.
OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. OMW, OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. OMW.
Looks like the orientation is going to be the same. It's symmetrical, so let's see. Just want to double check, make sure I'm not missing anything.
I know you wanna take me home. I'm on my way. OMW. On my way to you.
Right. I think this is it.
OMW. On my way to you. Good at what I do. OMW. On my way. They wanna judge me, I testify. Catch me on Insta, I'm verified. They want me quiet, I amplify. I'm on my way to the best thing that you've ever seen. You know that you bow to the queen. You lose all your senses and reason. I'll give you something to believe in. OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. OMW, OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. OMW, on my way. On my way. Yeah. OMW, nothing left to prove. So enjoy the view, taking a picture like Malibu. I'ma have you on tiptoes, watching my diamond afterglow. I know you wanna take me home. I'm on my way. OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. OMW, OMW, on my way to you. Good at what I do. I'm OMW.
All right, so looks like this piece is done. The texts are not looking too good. Let me do a quick touch up real quick. Is the video still laggy? If you guys can see and hear me okay, can you give me a thumbs up in the chat if you're here live and not in the replay? Hey, thanks, Sean, for stopping by. Hey, Sean, if you got any new beats, you want to drop a link to your channel for everyone else to stop by, check you out. I'll put it on the screen. All right, what's next? Let's see. Okay. All right, we did that. So now, what are these? So these are the buttons. So we're gonna be working on the fitting of these buttons. So let's see. So it looks like there is one. Let me make sure I won't burn myself again. Okay, so this big one is gonna go to the top. That's what she said. All right. There we go. Let's flip this over. Get this soldered. All right, so this is the part I need to be careful because I was supposed to detach this this battery connector, but it's stuck and I couldn't take it out. So I just gotta be really careful here because that's plastic. I don't want to melt it. I want to have a little bit of a beefier connection on these buttons because I guess since we're pushing them, I don't want them to come off. But anyways, the first one's down. Let's see where the rest of them's gonna go. Okay, let's flip this over. Wait, did I miss it? I assume all these buttons going to be exactly the same, so I'm just going to put them all in at once, even though that's not what the video is suggesting. But I think it will save me some time, so I don't have to keep flipping back and forth. Oh, nope. Stay. Okay. All right, let's do rapid fire. Knock all these out. What I don't get is some of them, I get these tags on really easy. Some of them I struggle big time. And I do the exact same thing for every single one of them. So if anyone out there got any tips for me, fire away. I don't get it. It gets stuck to the tip of the soldering iron instead of the board.
Every time, every night, you and I on the road. Switch it up where I'm going. Stay on the fly just in time for the right way to go. I'm on the road, just taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights. I got to run this show. You always take me so high. You always make the highlights. I love the way we fly by. You're like a centerfold. Ooh, that's the way you got what I need. Something on the ocean. All that ocean. Just like I need. Keep it on me. That's the ocean. Loving is the ocean. That's the
If the video is laggy, let me know, guys. I had a problem with one of my feeds earlier. Come on.
Gonna make it right, little like an offer I can't refuse. I'm on the road, this time, taking control of my life. I want to run no red lights. I got to run this show. You always take me so high. You always make the highlights. I love the way we vibe out. You're like a centerfold. Ooh, that's what I see. You got what what I need. Sipping on the motion, all that good emotion. Just like what I need. Keep it on repeat. That's the power of motion. Love and motion.
See? That just goes like butter. I don't get it. And I think I'm doing the same thing.
You got what I need. Sipping on the fire. All that good emotion. Just like what I need. Keep it on repeat. That's the kind of emotion. Love and distribution.
What I'm worried about is once this is done, even if it's one of these tag points are off or wrong or bad, or they're connecting to the neighboring piece, this whole thing is not going to work. So, but either way, it's a very interesting experience. So if you are handy and you always wanted to try something different, this is definitely it's intimidating, but honestly it's very entertaining. I'm really enjoying the process.
Die too young. 100 miles per hour might crash cause a good die young. Get a good die young. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. I've been well lucky because I know my people needed me. Diving in the rough, I don't know what it is they see in me. Go down as a legend in my city because we beat the streets. Trying to spread the wealth around the block, no, I can't keep from me. Told me I should leave. I see the bigger picture and it's way bigger than me. Can't be living like a king, but my people need to eat. You got it, you got it, we gon' get back on our feet. And I put it on me. I don't wanna live life fast to die too young. Good die too young. 100 miles per hour might crash, it's good die young. But here I come. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road all on my own. I'ma be the best, on my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home. Y'all coming back home. Y'all coming back home. I'm coming back home. Y'all coming back. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. I'm coming back home.
Shout out to people who can do this with their eyes closed. I'm really struggling. I do a few, I do really well, and I think it's really easy, and then I keep messing up. All right, I think these buttons are done. Let's see. Okay. And then these two other ones, I guess they just go right here because that's the only other spot you can put these buttons. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop these right here as well. You know, now that I think about it, I think I've seen in the movies after they sold a couple pieces, they have this little wet thing that they dab into to clean the tip. Maybe that's why I'm not. I get a couple of good tacks going, and then after that, it gets messed up. So maybe I do need to often clean it up. So, anyways. Yeah, there's definitely a problem with cleaning this. So, all right. All right, let's see. All right, while that's heating up, let me get the next element ready, which is looks like it's this piece right here. Yep. So it looks like it's this board we're going to install after this. So that's exciting. Looks like we're almost on the tail end of it. Shout out to the viewers. Thanks for stopping by. If you're watching this during the replay, let me know, what do you think so far? Do you think you would dare to do something like this? Or not your cup of tea? Having a hard time seeing what I'm doing. All right, so I think all the buttons are done, if you want to call it that, but It is what it is. All right, so next we have this board we need to install. Let's see, where does this go? Is it this way? This way? I think this way. So this thing will go right here, I guess. How do I hold it in place? Let me go back.
Go ahead and place the battery protection board in its outline position on the PCB. Note that the USB connector should be facing outwards of the PCB, like so. Using the trimmed resistor legs from before, place them in the 4 outer holes on the protection board, as seen here. Here you can see we are bending the pins to help secure the battery system in place, so then when we solder it, it doesn't keep moving around, like so. Go ahead and fit and bend all of the legs on the battery system board so that it is secure, so we can then solder all the pins in place.
Wait, what pin? I don't have any pins. Do I have pins? These? I guess they're just referencing these leftover soldering pieces, I guess. I don't know. Let me see. Oh boy. Do I have anything here? I don't. Nothing there. So some of these seem a little bit stronger than others. Let me use those thicker pieces. 1, 2, 3, and 8, 4. Here we go. Okay. So essentially, I'm gonna slide all these pieces into these holes right here, and then bend on both sides to kind of like hold this board in place. I wish this one had its own built-in pins as well. It would be a lot easier. Oh well. So 1, 2, and then 2 more. This side is a little bit different. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. What do I do here? I guess I need to bend it from the back side. No, this does not seem like a pin. This is just a soldering piece. Hold on. Wrong piece. All right, let's try this one. Put a hole, and then let's bend it from the back. Okay. This is nerve-wracking. So I need 1 more of these pins. How about this one? I had no idea where these came from, because they look just like the leftover pieces of the soldering iron or soldering wire pull, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so I'm gonna not turn on the music for a second so I can pay attention to see what the hell I'm doing here. Okay.
Once all of the legs are securely bent 90 degrees on both sides, we use tweezers to adjust the pin to help with our soldering orientation so we can get a better angle when we solder. Note that this is quite a tedious soldering joint, so please take your time. Here you can see we are soldering the first joint. Note that we shift the PCB to get a better soldering angle, so we are not soldering over any boards because we don't want to risk burning or melting any components. Be careful when soldering the front pins on the board. Do not
Oh,
bridge the pins with the USB connector pads, as this can cause the board to not work. Please take your time, apply minimal solder to ensure the pads do not bridge, and check your solder
Oh,
joints
crap.
afterwards.
Hold on.
Front pins on the board. Do not bridge the pins with the USB connector pads, as this can cause...
Okay. Ooh, I see. All right, so this is the part that I could easily mess up, and you may hear me say a few curse words, but let's start doing the first one. All right, the tip is clean. Focus, focus. I think I got the first leg. Let's do the second one. Okay, got the second one. This is definitely a very nerve-wracking part of it, because now these components are super close and I still have no idea how to solder properly. Oof, all right. And I think this one is not a right leg. Hold on. I think this is the wrong piece I put in. Let me clean the tip real quick while that's heating up. Let me get the right leg in. Welcome to the stream. All right. Okay, I think it's this one. Yep. Ow. These are some really ugly tack points I got on, but I'll be surprised if this game console is playable at the end. All right, let's flip this around. Get the back side. There's a little bit more room in the back, so that's good. My hands are shaking. So done with this part. Honestly, I'm not happy with it. It was probably the hardest part. Now I gotta cut these pins. Let's see. Slowly lift them up, and then make sure to cover. So, oof, if they fly. Where is my 2-year? Here we go. Am I doing this wrong? I think I'm making everything a lot more difficult than it should be. Just because I'm so scared I'm gonna mess it up. The funny thing is, at the end, I know I'm gonna mess it up. Okay. Now let's cut this side. Let's see.
Heart overhead, and I guess love to watch the way you made me into a mess. Hands on my dress, neon red. You were everything I didn't need until you left. Now I'm dancing around my living room. I get drunk on the thought of you and I. When you were mine, see your eyes in every stranger. I replay the way that we were till I'm high. No, it's not right. I miss you missing me like you used to, yeah, like you used to. I miss you kissing me like you used to, if only you do. You know that the things are never as good as the bad. And your love is better than anything I've ever had. Oh, I miss you missing me like you used to, yeah, like you used to.
All right, now we're gonna fit the memory chip, which is this guy right here. All right, let's see, where does this memory chip goes? Is this what in the future we're gonna fit in our brain? So let's say if you want to learn a second language, I want to learn French, I just plug one of these things back on my head. Boop. Je m'appelle Sean. Okay, so looks like we need to make sure all the pins are exactly 90 degrees. This one is not. So it says push them down a little bit. Let's see. Okay, and this thing goes where again? Oh, I missed it. Hold on, where does it go? Oh, right on top of this module right here. Oh, no soldering. It just fits right in. About time, something easy. All right, wait, where's this? Wait a minute, what is this? Where do you get this from? Am I missing the piece? Come on. This is not it. Is this it? Oh. I'm caught in your wave, I'm drifting away. I need you to save me. Please
don't let me drown. Please don't let me drown. Please don't let me drown. Please don't let me drown. Give me all of your lies. 'Cause you're the demon in disguise. Can't you keep me? Keep closing me.
Oh, so hold on, I gotta pay attention. So it looks like this is where I'm mounting the screen, and I need some of these components right here, some screws. Looks like the quality is degrading on the close-up camera. Let me know if it looks pretty bad. And this is the second time I heat up my coffee and I forgot to drink it. All right, so let me go back here. I want to turn the soldering iron off for now so I won't burn myself again. Okay.
TP, as you can see here, do not solder this in yet.
Okay.
Now we're
Done.
going to need our black iron screws and white 4mm spacers. Then
White.
take your screen and nylon screws and push the screws through so the thread is pointing out on the bottom side of the screen where you can see the ribbon, as you can see here. Then secure the bolts in place with the 4mm white spacers as shown here.
Okay. So I'm going to get the screen. Let me put this aside for a second. So this is the screen. And let's see. So I'm going to push these up. Which way?
Secure each screw.
Okay. So each of the screws is going to come from the bottom, and I'll get these spacers and I screw it on. You make it look so easy. Do I just push these in or do I screw them on? Oh, there you go. Nope. Yeah. Come on. It's going to be an easier way. Maybe. Let me see. It's supposed to just screw on that easy. Yeah, it should go on pretty easy. Maybe I didn't catch on the right thread first time. Music. All right, so this one's going in much better this time around. Hello, welcome from the stream. Yeah, from the beginning, you will just see me stumble a lot. I'm trying to learn how to solder and how to stream at the same time. Never done either of the two. Come on. This is frustrating. I hate tiny screws. You see, I think something was wrong with that other spacer because these two went in just fine. All right, so if you're joining us, welcome. We are on the tail end of this install, and we are getting ready to mount the screen. This one spacer, I think I may have to use a screwdriver to get it on. It's really hard to do it with my fingers. That's what she said. Let's see. Maybe this is why they send us this handy toolkits. Phillips head. All right, let's try this again. Maybe if I hold this with... Oh, crap. Is the video freezing again? The close-up shot? I know we had that problem earlier. Pop quiz, if you're a true fan, in which video I use this song? You may win a gift card if you know what it is. Soldering is to make sure your iron touches both contact. Then let your solder wire melt into it. Yeah, I gotta figure out. Looks like it's a very precise dance between the two. For me, the iron or the soldering material keeps getting stuck into my iron instead of to the contact. So what I did notice, every time I would clean the tip of the soldering iron, it would go much smoother. So maybe that's... I just gotta practice. Yeah. All right. So, what do we need to do next, Mr. Guide? All right, so we got the spacers on. Yeah, I did that. What's next? Okay. Oh, look at that. We're getting somewhere. I'm so excited. I've never done anything like this. Maybe this camera can show it a little bit better. So you can kind of see, how far we've come. You have your power button. You got your battery pack. You got your screen. This is your D-pad essentially. This is your speaker, I guess, and the reset button and so on and so forth. So let's see. What do we need to do next? Oh. It's got to fit right in. Let me see. Okay. Something's slightly off. Let's try that again. So I need to... line up the four corners of this with the 4 holes here, as well as this 8-pin support on the side down that. So essentially I need to line up 10 different holes, and if these screws are slightly off, they're not going to fit. So I guess I will start with this side. All right, so this side is in. Now I need to get the two final screws in, 1 and 2. Voila. All right. What do we need to do next?
Secure them in with either your thumb or the head of the screwdriver in the screwdriver key.
Okay, hold on. Do I use the black ones or?
Secure the screen in place with the black nylon nuts. Secure them in.
Okay, so we're going to flip this to secure the screen in place. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4 of these small nuts right here. Oh my God, I'm not good with small nuts and bolts. Let's see if I can try this. I know my hand's probably going to cover the screen. And you can laugh while I'm struggling with these nuts. That's what she said. That probably shows how old and lame I am with my jokes. All right, 1 down. Come on. I wish I could fast forward this and show you the end product. But again, it's probably more fun to see me struggle. Do I have anything in my toolkit? Oh, come on. All right, let me skip this one. This one's pretty tight. All right, so this one's good. This is the second one. Where did it go? Here we go. Gotta love this spammers. Come on. How do I do this? I'm handy, but I'm not handy when it comes to stuff like this. My God, this is small. Should I ask my wife to come help me out? I can't even see. Hey, wifey, if you can hear me, if you're watching this stream live, can you come upstairs and help me with these nuts? I agree, man. Yeah, I was saying that earlier. If I was going to do this just on my own, I would probably take like 5,000 breaks, and it'll take me like a week to do it. And maybe at some point I would get frustrated and give up. But this way, doing it live, I'm forced to finish it. How about some music while I'm struggling? My hands are shaking. I feel like I'm assembling a nuclear bomb. Can I say bomb on YouTube? If ever I'm in trouble and police take a look at this video, they definitely know I'm not capable of putting anything together. All right, 2 more to go on this side. Sorry, my camera is laggy and my hand's blocking the whole thing. Yay! Here we go. Third one in. Now we're just gonna tighten this nut, and then we'll go for the fourth one. All right. This side is good. I'm literally sweating just putting 4 nuts on. So maybe I do this. There we go. Here we go. Should have tried this from the beginning. I really feel like I'm struggling miserably, but come on. It's done. More. All right. Whew. What's next?
With either your thumb or the head of the screwdriver.
Yep, we did that. We did that.
So you can run your finger along the nut and bolt, and it should feel level. Now we can solder the header pins. Be sure to push the header pins down on the front side.
Okay. So now we're gonna solder these pins. Wait. Which side is he? Did he do the back side? Hold on. He did not. Why is he not soldering the back side?
Do not over tighten the nuts. You should screw them in.
Oh, hold on. I should have something here. Looks like. Would this tighten it? Oh yeah, look at that. I wish I'd seen this sooner. All right, cool. So what I don't understand is why is he soldering the front first?
Nuts. So you can run your finger along the nut and bolt, and it should feel level. Now we can solder the header pins. Be sure to push the header pins down on the front side of the screw and solder them in place. Once soldered, flip the screw over and solder the remaining header pins on the rear side of the board.
Okay, so it says I need to push this down and then solder the front. So why do I not solder the back first? All right, I'm not gonna listen to this guy and follow my thing. That doesn't make sense. So basically, when I flip this over, these pins right here, they get pushed down, and then I have to push it down up from the bottom like this. You see it? That's it, yeah. So once we have to push it up and then solder the top because gravity is pulling this down. So I'm just gonna flip it over and solder this side first, and then this side is gonna stay up. So I don't know. What do you think, chat? Am I gonna regret it? Let's find out. Is this on? All right, so let me try your technique. The key to soldering is to make sure your iron touches both contacts, then let your solder wire melt into it. All right, let's try this. Is it hot? It smells hot. Damn it. I'm nervous. All right, so touching both. It's hot. Is it hot? Let's give it a few seconds. The moment of truth, Kai. Okay, a little better. Sensei, I need more practice. Is something wrong with my soldering iron, maybe? No? Your iron needs to be hotter, or the tip needs to be tinned better. What does that mean, tinned better? Like, I've been cleaning it with like wet wipes, or do I need to sand it down to get the junk off of it? I have no idea. This is it only has one setting. It's just a USB soldering iron. Works off of 5 volts. All right, let's try that again. I think I got it. Oh, appreciate it, man. What did you end up getting? Yeah, I'd suspect that the tools that they give you is not very sophisticated. For $40, you get pliers, clippers, glue gun. You get one of these tool sets. You get a bunch for like just a little bit of money. So I suspect this is just very average and mediocre. You never know if I like doing stuff like this, and if you guys enjoyed, I may end up getting better tools um, for future. How much is that? The WC 100. How much does it cost? See, some of them go on just like butter. Like this last one was a piece of cake. I don't know if I'm. You see these three? They just go on like butter. Oh, I just jinxed myself. Oh, nice. That Keychron is an awesome keyboard. I love that thing. 120 version is not to upgrade to a new version. Yeah, $50 is not that bad. I'll definitely check it out. Or I may even email them to see if they will send me one for free that I can test it. I gotta tell you, that's one of the perks of getting a YouTube channel with a few viewers and followers. That you do get, some freebies here and there. Okay, I think that's good enough. I would be surprised if this thing works at the end, because all it takes for one bad connection, and then I have no idea what went wrong. So, all right. So I suspect I may need to cut some of these longer pins in the back. Yep. And these are the one that would fly off, I think. Let me see. Ow. Ow. These things are sharp. Ow. Oh my god, look at this thing. It lodged into my finger, or my palm. All right, let me turn off my soldering iron while I injure myself. How about this? There you go. Hey, thanks, Skip. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I agree. When I saw that this soldering iron works with a 5-volt USB, I was skeptical, but if you only need to do it for like one project, I get why you will be okay with it. But if you want to do it even as a hobby more than one time, definitely I agree, get better tools. So, all right, what's next? So, assembling the casing, okay? I'm just watching this real quick. So, I'm gonna need these pieces, and then looks like I'm gonna take off the spacers and screws from this piece right here. We are on the tail end of this. I know it's been about an hour and 20 minutes. We're coming up on an hour and a half, and I thought I could get this done maybe under an hour, but definitely hour and a half. But we may be able to make it if I can finish this in like 5 minutes or so. These screws are damn too long. All right. So let's see. Where is everyone from, by the way? I know I do have a few viewers typically from overseas, but I think it's well past midnight in most places in Europe, in India, in Japan. Oh, come on. This one is tricky because it's so close to the battery. Why am I missing an extra pin? Where is this supposed to go? What the hell? All right, let's see. Do I have anything that will fit this? Yep. New York, shout out. How much snow did you guys get in New York? All right, I need to pause this thing so I can pay attention. So let me go back. So it looks like I can go ahead. Do I put these on right now? Looks like it, yeah. All right, let me pay attention. I was missing this here.
Panel assembly by unscrewing the 6mm white spaces. Do this by firstly using pliers to loosen up these 6mm spacers and then just unscrewing them with our fingers. Once it's assembled, we can begin on the left and right sub-assemblies. Ensuring that.
All right, so he already has at this point a couple of these caps on. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, that click is so satisfying. Extremely tactile buttons. Oh my God, listen to this. Do you guys think I need to take this cover off? Is it a cover and this supposed to be all clear? What do you think? Yeah, it looks like it's coming off. Oh, so I can take this off and go for a full kind of like clear see-through look. So I can show off all my bad soldering. Come on. Here we go. So these kind of like cover the buttons right here. Oh, this is going to look sick. I love it. All right, so I'm going to take these two other pieces off as well. Okay, and one more. And then once this is off, then we can start assembling the housing and we can fire this puppy up and play some games. Yeah, it definitely seem like that. Appreciate it. So these are, looks like clear acrylic covers. All right, so what do we need to do next?
We place 20mm bolts through the screw holes on either side of the left casing and tighten them up with 6mm spacers like so. It's worth firstly placing the acrylic cover on the XL to ensure you have the correct orientation and then screwing on the 20mm spacers.
Okay.
Here you can see what the final assembly should look like.
Okay, so let's start with this one. Need to have the same screws that we used, we took off of the battery housing. We're going to use those and the spacers that came off of it. I think the issue might be my camera, because when I started, you could actually see much better quality. And as time went by, I see the quality is dropping a little bit. So, all right, so here's one, and here's two. And all right, where's music? Okay.
Following a similar method, place the 20mm bolts into the casing, turn it over, and spin.
Other wireless IP cameras might be the occasional lag. No, it's a DSLR camera, and I have it hardwired with an HDMI cable going into a capture card that is directly connected to my Mac. So I don't know, and that the capture card I have is one of the best one that everyone used for their DSLR. It's by Elgato. It's Elgato 4K. I mean, it's not the most expensive one, but yeah, I have to check it out. And I'm also using a service called StreamYard. It's a popular web application, so there are too many handoff for the signal. But my thing is, how is it that my webcam is showing so well, but my DSLR sometimes is lagging? But anyways, let's see what's next.
Secure them in place using 6mm white spaces.
I think I'm ready to put these on, right? Look at this.
This is what the final assembly should look like.
Okay.
Now that we have both sub-assemblies ready, we can begin placing on the button caps. Control buttons, button caps simply push on by pressing the button cap onto the button.
Yep, got
To
it.
put the button caps on, simply press down on the button with the button cap and it should clip on. Make sure to get the correct orientation, otherwise you could risk pressing down on the button too hard and break the button. The set button is the only button that doesn't just clip on. This cap just simply falls on the button, like so. Now we can slot the left acrylic panel in place, turn the PCB over, and secure it in place with white 6mm spaces, like so. Once you're fitted...
All right. So I'm missing that button cap. Come on. If I lost one or somehow it wasn't packaged with the right number of buttons, I will be pissed. Come on. One, two, three, four, five, six. Let me look, make sure it's not falling under the table real quick. Oh, it is down here. All right. Awesome. All right, so let's see. What do we do next? Okay, so once we put those on, I see. Okay, that makes sense. So now we use the remaining 4 spacers I have to kind of secure this in place. Boom. What is this song?
Don't got no heart, I got an ice box. Bring the roll and swap out the G-Shock. Moving slowly out on the street. No more double, I had a detox. Came from the trenches, they ain't showing us no love. That give me that city, all we wanted was a hug, yeah. We on the block like every night to catch a buzz. Get the cash and take my family out the hood, that's some loves up. Good baby, with no soldiers. Bad past never left my mind, it's taking over. No, I should've died, that's why it's hard to stay sober. Glad to see the sun, but my heart getting colder. Life so crazy what we been through. We died all the time that they gon' miss you. Told my mama no more tears, no more tissue. We just want to look back with some issues. My baby for sure. No time to head up.
Is this it? I think we're almost there. Look. Boom. I still think this is not going to work. There's no way. I must have messed something up. I think we should ready to put the back piece on. Let's see.
When aligning it, you notice that one side of the back panel still has the brown heads on. This should be facing upward. You should also notice that there is a square cut out on the back panel. This should align with the memory.
So the battery is hold on. What? All right. Time out. So I'm trying to put this together, right? But when I try to align this, the battery is pushing really hard against the CPU right here. And I don't like the placement of it. And it looks like this thing is this glued? Can I take this off and damn it. And I know I'm doing this the right way because this opening right here, this is supposed to line up with the memory chip. So it can cool down, I guess. Houston, we have a problem. What do you guys think I should do? So when I try to flip this over, the top of this battery is pushing really hard against this board right here. And looks like this thing is glued on really hard. And I don't want to mess with it. Can I take it off? Oh. What would you guys do? So look, when I try to put this on, let me just line up the holes. There are 4 holes, right? For these 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. But the problem is, you see right here, the battery is too close to the motherboard right here, or the CPU. Technically should work without it, but I really wanted to put it together properly before I turn it on. Can I push this down a little? Am I going to break anything? Let's try that again. I think I pushed the heck out of it. I don't know what it did, but Oh, it's also all the soldering I did right here. This was literally the first piece that I soldered on. These are really, really tall, and it's pushing up against out. Okay, so if I cut any more, I have to resolder it because it cuts that off as well. Maybe this is what's preventing it to go even lower. Okay. I think one of them I need to solder again. So I'm going to heat up my soldering iron. This is nerve-wracking. I'm really anxious to see if I can actually play anything on this, or this was just a very expensive soldering practice. By the way, I'll put a link after the replay to this product, but if you want, you can just search 8BITCADE XL. Oh, I'm gonna close this. So this is the product. Also, it will teach you how to code as well. Your CPU could be soldering upside down. Did you check the orientation? I did, because the USB port had to be sticking out and it wouldn't be on this side. So I know I got that on right. It's probably bad soldering on this end, as well as maybe the battery is not just put on together perfectly from the manufacturer. Let's give it a second. Make sure it's hot. I think I made it worse. All right, let's give it a shot one more time. I think I was able to push this battery pack down a little bit. Maybe I imagined it, but between that and cutting down some of those contact points a little bit more, we may have enough room. Come on. Nope. All right. I'm going to take this off. I may regret it, but we'll see. Looks like it's a two-sided tape, but you know how strong these 3M tapes are. That's the problem. And the battery cell could easily get damaged, though. Decisions. What do I do? If I push this side down a little more. Oh, here we go. I think I shoved it in. All right, what do I use to secure these? I think these 4 remaining nuts, maybe. Overall fit and finish has been really great. The only tricky part is this whole battery piece. I'm not 100% satisfied with where it is and maybe potentially how much pressure is being applied to it. The only thing I could think of is maybe they would have left the battery pack separate for us to put in place, and they would just simply mark it on the board. But I think this is it. Let me see. Is there anything else we need to do? We're at the tail end of it. All right, so it's taking all the... Does this have a cover? Oh man, this also had a protected layer on it as well.
Here we can see we firstly use our fingers to tighten the nuts to the assembly, and then we use the head of the screwdriver.
All right,
the screwdriver
this is gonna drive me nuts. Let me
on the whole assembly.
Take these plastic pieces off.
Finally, we use our tweezers to peel off the protective paper that is on
come on.
like so.
Okay, so this one is good.
New console.
Oh.
Now, by turning the switch to the right, we can turn on the console and navigate to the hardware test, which is found under 8BITCADE maintenance hardware test. Go ahead and click on it.
No, hold on. Don't click on it. I'm not ready for the test. Come on. Damn it. So there was a protective film layer on top of this that I did not see. And then once I took it off, then it got some residual got stuck underneath these 4 final nuts. So the installation or assembly is 100% complete. We are just getting ready to turn on the device, one, to see if it turns on. And then it looks like there is a test option that will test the hardware, make sure everything's installed correctly. So we're going to go ahead and give that a shot real quick. One more nut. You know what? Hell with it. I'm not going to wait for this. I'm excited. All right. The moment of truth. Should we go on this camera? Yeah, let's do it here. Let's take this protected layer off. So exciting. Where's a good spot for camera? Here we go. And on. No. Chat, what would you do? So I do see that the power is being supplied. Because there is a light on the main board right underneath here. The camera is probably not picking it up, that it shows it has power to it, but nothing is working. Honestly, the way I was soldering the pieces, I'm not surprised that this may have been the outcome. Obviously, I'm not going to try to troubleshoot here on the screen, but I'm definitely going to go and open this back up and give it a shot to see if I can figure out what went wrong. Because first I was thinking it may not have enough juice, but the light is on. Just to be safe, let me give it a shot. I'm going to plug this into this power bank I got right here and give it a shot. Yeah, that's a bummer. I was really looking forward to it. I really feel like I may have done something wrong. Like, for example, why do I still have these ports open back here? And why do I have this extra piece? I really need to go back and watch this. But if you guys have been hanging in there watching this with me, thank you so much. You're a trooper. If you're watching this during the replay, if I have an updated video talking about the results after hopefully I get a chance to fix this, I will put a link down in the description box as well. But this was it, guys. Really cool experience. Like I said, I'm really bummed I didn't get to have this working. So not troubleshooting it is definitely not going to be a fun part, and I'm not going to do it live on screen. But appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, anything else you wanted to know, I will go back and read the comments if you have anything else. Thank you so much, and have a good weekend.